What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Good morning and happy hump day if you are catching the broadcast, even in replay, hashtag hump day. So I know you guys was here. Okay, so we got some stuff to talk about. Good morning, Oscar. How you doing on this wonderful Wednesday? Do tell. Oh, man. I need to get a new chair because the hydraulic on this chair is just bad. Absolutely bad. Of course, in due time. In due time will that happen. So we shall see then. Anyways, yeah, so we've got some stuff to talk about. Obviously. First of all, yes, I have the Pixel 5 back out. Yeah, definitely had to. I definitely had to. But I'll take it easy with it just because, the display itself. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah, so we got lots to talk about. So we got Android 12, which is coming. We're going to see and know a lot about it by Google I/O next week, which is a week from today. It's good. And yourself? I am doing good myself. I'm a little bit tired this morning. I had a pretty crazy night last night. Also, we're going to talk about something pretty cool for YouTube Shorts creators. So all that coming in the mix, and Apple AirTags obviously has been jailbroken and modified, which I talked about in a previous live stream. So we'll just kind of like go a little bit on that again. If you're new here to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button. If you're watching this on Facebook, give a follow, and if you are on Twitter, also give a follow there too as well. Simulcasting to 3 destinations makes it so much easier to just reach out, provide information to anyone out there that's curious or just wants to know. So anyways, before I get into that, you guys know I like to tell stories, and this is kind of a funny story that happened last night. So anyways, you guys may have noticed, right? Like I bleached my hair I think almost 2 weeks ago. And the reason I was doing that was because I was, I don't know, I guess Asians have this thing about, coloring their hair or whatever. And I was going to go with like a grayish color. And it didn't work last night. I put it in and I left it in for like 45 minutes. And I was just like, okay, 45 minutes, But I didn't do what I normally do. I just don't know why I didn't think to do it. Normally, if I put coloring in my hair after it's been bleached, I put a bag on it. And I use a blow dryer on the highest heat setting. And I just kind of heat up the coloring gel to have that effect to make the change, and I didn't do it last night, so it's still blonde, sort of. I mean, it's mostly blonde. You barely can actually see like the gray at all whatsoever. So I gotta redo it again. That was the plan. That's the reason why. If anyone's wondering, like, why the hell did he bleach his hair blonde? It's because I'm gonna go with a dark gray color. But that's gonna happen probably by this weekend. So. I just thought it would be funny to share, maybe like somebody can point out, laugh, whatever, whatnot, because I mean, I was so arrogant and cocky about it. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go color my hair and I'm gonna come out looking like a new man. And, I came out the shower and I was disappointed. I was like, it didn't even change. And everybody else in the house was just laughing at me. They were like, yeah, what happened to you coming out as a new man? Things don't always go its way. It doesn't always go its way. I'll say one interesting thing, though, about cracking the display of the Pixel 5. So, it is cracked. One interesting thing about it is that for some odd reason, the sound that comes up from the top over here sounds a little bit louder. Because I don't know if nobody knows this, but on the Pixel 5, the top speaker is actually underneath the display. So having that crack there, I guess, allows sound through much easier. It's still kind of depressing to look at it and see. I mean, it's obviously it's not that badly. I mean, it's cracked all the way through, but it's not like absolutely very noticeable. I mean, there you can kind of see where one of the spider cracks is at. Hold on. All right, you can see that spider crack right there from the corner, and it goes to there's a crack line that goes all the way to the bottom. It's $219.99 for iFix to fix it. And I know there's probably like some other shops that's like, we'll do it for $100 or 150 or whatever. But I guess the reason why iFix charges $219.99 is because they get genuine parts from Google. So they actually get the screens that Google uses. It's not like a third party screen, like, you know, like a different manufacturer manufacturing a screen for the Pixel 5. This is actually from Google. So probably why they charge quite a bit. And it is the most recent flagship released by Google. So obviously it's going to be a third of the price of what the phone costs. And, you know, if Maverick watches later, I don't have insurance on it. I remember the phone was given to me by Carlos as a gift. You know, so that's what even like stings a little bit more. You know what I mean? It's like, it was given to me free. Like, I didn't buy it off Carlos. It was given to me. So that's what really sucks about it is like, Carlos knows about it. I think somebody in Twitter Spaces was like suggesting that Sneed do the fixing, but if Sneed offers to fix the Pixel 5, he's got to get paid for his work. I couldn't ask him to do it for free. You know what I mean? I'm not the type of person that's like always asking for a handout or to hook up or anything like that. I do what I can to you know, to pay my way through life. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's pretty much out of the question. Anyways, let's talk Android 12. Let's just talk a little bit about Android 12. Then we'll get into the Apple AirTags and, you know, it being jailbroken. And then we'll end off with this YouTube Shorts thing and what's happening with that. So, like, Oscar, you might want to pay attention all the way to the end, because I know that you've been trying to be you try to launch your YouTube channel. You're trying to get into that realm where you can make some extra income off of YouTube and stuff like that. This might actually benefit you. So, yeah. Stay if you got the time. If not, watch the replay later, but catch the end. Yeah, this live stream won't be too long today. It'll be about like a half an hour. I got a lot of things I gotta get done today, so can't do a whole hour unless I end up rambling on for a whole hour. Usually I spend like the first 10 minutes allowing people to come in that are up at this time. Hopefully they're up. Good morning, Gene. Good morning, Gene. Good morning, Oscar. Like I said, this will apply for you too, Gene. So, if you can stay through the entire broadcast, that'd be cool. Because the thing I want to talk about with YouTube is going to be interesting for a lot of creators. But first, let's get the other stuff out of the way. Let's talk Android 12, right? So we've been hearing a lot about Android 12 developer preview and all that stuff happening. Some of the most notable things and changes of Android 12 obviously is going to be in the realm of security, right? So we're going to get some sort of notification that tells us when our camera has been accessed, when our microphone has been accessed, what app accessed it, if it's currently active at this time, or how long ago it was accessed. And again, I point that one out because like iPhones have had that for the longest time. iOS has had that in there to a degree. It doesn't tell you what app is using the camera or using the microphone, but it will tell you when those things are active. You get a little indicator light on the very top by the notch that kind of tells you. Green means it's active, orange means that it was active, and you know, it goes away after some time. Yeah, but see, here's the thing you gotta understand, Gene, when it comes to Android is, how do I put it? So Android 11 is out there, but it's not Google's responsibility to update every Android phone that's been put out. That's not their thing. That is up to the company itself. So Android is not going to hold up releasing Android 12 just because there are millions of Android phones that are not even on Android 11. That's not their prerogative to deal with. That is up to the OEM themselves. That's something you got to understand about that. It would be nice if every Android phone that has ever been put out that's currently active in people's hands gets Android 11 and gets Android 12, but that's not how it goes. So Google will put out the software. The software is ready and available, but it's up to Samsung, Motorola, Xiaomi, Huawei. It's up to them on what devices they want to update to the latest version of Android. And obviously that's not going to be the case because they would rather you pay money to just buy the next phone that they put out. That's why I keep telling people that when it comes to Android, OEM companies like Samsung and Motorola and all them, They know they can't sell you Android. They can't say we have Android 12 for your phone, but you got to pay us $50 for it. They can't sell it because Android is open source. So the only way they could actually sell you Android without breaking their agreement with Google is putting out another phone. So this is why every year there is a next iteration of a particular model phone. The Moto G Power came out, and there's a 2019 version, there's a 2020 version, a 2021 version. That's that. So when you're thinking about most of the devices that don't have Android 11 update yet, and they're never going to get it. I'll just be straight honest with you. They're never going to get it. If they haven't gotten it by now, they're not going to get it. The ones that do particularly get these updates are flagship phones. So Galaxy S21, Galaxy Note, the Galaxy S21 Fan Edition, the Galaxy S20 Fan Edition. So this year's flagships, last year's flagships, and the year before's flagships may get the Android 12 update. And then new devices that are coming out this year, scheduled for release later this year, like in the summer, coming up here soon, those will get the Android 12 update. But a lot of budget mid-range phones are ignored from that. They hardly get it. But that's not going to stop Google from putting out the next iteration of Android. They're not going to hold up their operation because every Android phone out there doesn't have the update to Android 11. That's not something that they do. So again, I mean, this is probably one of the big reasons why that some people despise Android is because they'll go with something like the LG Stylo, or they'll go with the LG Velvet, or the Moto Stylus. They'll go with these mid-range phones, and then they get aggravated because these phones don't get the update to the next version of Android. They stay on the current one. They continue to get security patch updates, which is software support, but they don't get the next flavor of Android, and that's what pisses off consumers, because the way that they see it is they're going to spend a couple of $100s on the phone. Why can't the phone have a life expectancy of at least 3 years, which is what the flagship Google Pixel has, which is a 3-year life expectancy, which is going to change with its next processing chip that they're developing themselves, will allow Pixel phones to actually go beyond 3 years. But this is probably one of the biggest things that people get aggravated in the realm of Android. Which is the reason why when they jump to iOS, they kind of boast about being with an iPhone, is because iPhones have a good life expectancy on them. You have, I'm using an iPhone XS, right? I don't even have the latest model, the iPhone 12. I don't even have the previous model, the iPhone 11, right? I'm with an iPhone XS, but it performs well. It's well up to date. It's on iOS 14.5.1. I don't have to worry about it, in the next year, fade out and not get, iOS 15. It's going to get it, right? Because the next version to drop off the supported list, I believe, is going to be the iPhone 7, because the iPhone 6S is going to drop off support. The iPhone 6 already dropped off support, and that's a while ago. Those phones were put out quite some time ago. So, yeah, this is, it sucks to have to say it that way, but I mean, that's the reality of things, you know what I mean? With Google, and this is the reason why when people are like, why do you like Pixel so much? Is because I know that Google's going to support their phones, and they're going to give it a decent amount of longevity. It's their phones, It's never a question if the Pixel 5 will get Android 12, and if my Pixel 4 is going to get Android 12. I know the 4 is going to get 12, the 5 is going to get 12, the 4A is going to get 12, the 3A is going to get 12, and I believe the 3 will get 12, and that will be the last one it gets, and then no more support for the Pixel 3s. So from the 3 up to the 5, we'll get Android 12. The Pixel 6 will launch with Android 12. Yeah. I get security updates on all my 3 devices. But my Pixel 3 security update ends in October 2021 because it's refurbished from the Google Store. Actually, it ends October 2021 because the Pixel 3 is the next phone to drop off of support from Google. Because the Pixel 2 and the 2 XL, its last security patch update support was October 2020. So last year, the Pixel 2s fell off. This year, the Pixel 3 is going to fall off that support. And then the 3A up to the, the 6 will be on Android 12. Next year, 2022, the Pixel 3A will drop off. And more than likely, the Pixel 4 will drop off because the Pixel 4 also was released in the same year the 3A was. The Pixel 4 could be the diamond in the rough, though, because it does have different technology than what most Pixels have. It being the phone that has Project Soli, Google can extend the life of the Pixel 4 and even give it Android 13. And if it does, that'd be good news. That'd be absolutely great. You're using lowest mobile on the Pixel 3? I'm using it on the Pixel 5. Right, so my Pixel 4 has my Fi line on it. I use that line more than anything. But yeah, I have the AT&T line on here. Only because it's cracked. The display's cracked. So I don't really want to take it out too much. Still like using it though. But yeah, until I can get the screen repaired, I probably won't be till maybe at the end of summer. If I have, because I have to put extra money aside in order to get the screen fixed. Like if the screen was completely damaged, or like, the pixels were completely dead on the screen, you couldn't see anything, then yeah, I would have to get it fixed right away. But I can hold off getting it fixed for a while. So yeah, it's great service. Yeah, it is. It's good here. It's good here in my city. Yeah. So I mean, I hope there's a lot more changes in Android 12. I'm really hoping of a user interface refresh. I absolutely feel like that it's time for a new look of Android. We're already this material design minimalistic look has been played too long already on Android. They gotta go something completely different. I know that they're trying to implement like extreme theming and customization on Android 12. Because that's what a lot of people thought when they saw like some of the screenshots of Android 12. They were like, it looks like one UI, and that's just because theming is something that is being brought into stock Android. I mean, currently right now with Android 11, you can actually theme it. You can change the icon pack design. You can change the color accents on the quick settings and within the settings app itself. And you can build your own custom theme if you wanted to with stock Android. Not as intuitive as it would be like a OnePlus, like the OnePlus Nord N10. That one you could really start to edit your theme with with what they offer compared to stock Android. You break iFix service for Pixel devices. Yeah, I know about them. We have them here. I already got a quote on it, $219.99 to replace the screen. And that's before tax. And it takes about 4 hours for them to do it. So yeah, I just gotta save up $219.99, put that aside so I can replace the display. So like I said, it'll probably be about like the end of the summer. Because if it's anything that's for me, I usually tuck away $10 for me. I normally don't, like it'll be the bills, it'll be some of the entertainment stuff for the family, like Netflix and HBO Max and like the Hulu Disney Plus bundle, because my kids watch a lot of cartoon movies and stuff like that. It'll be that. It'll be to help out with like the other expenses. The very last thing that that money of mine ever goes to is myself. So yeah, $10 here and there that I can spare, put aside, save up until I have enough money to get the screen fixed. And if there's no emergencies, nothing ever comes up that will require me to use that money, then I can actually take it in and get it fixed. They like All the stuff that I got before, like, you know, being spoiled and everything like that, those were gifts. Those were gifts from the significant other. So, yeah, that's something that she paid out of pocket, out of her wallet, to gift me something. But yeah. You pay $20 for Netflix. Yeah, I think we're giving up Netflix on our end. I think we're just gonna stick with the Disney Hulu bundle, the Disney Hulu ESPN bundle, that and HBO Max. So that's where I think, you know, for entertainment, it's gonna go that way. By the way, side note, I caught, you know, so I watched again the Venom Let There Be Carnage trailer. Kind of sad, it's only going to be in theater, so that movie's actually not going to HBO Max, so we won't be able to see it. We'd have to go to the movie theater to see it, so it's kind of crazy. Anyways, so let's kind of shift off a little bit here. Let's talk about these Apple AirTags. AirTags making a lot of headway. People are like really concerned about them, and apparently they've been jailbroken. So let me see if I can find that article and just kind of talk about it here real quick, and then we'll get on to YouTube Shorts and how you guys can benefit from that. New stuff, new news all the time. Yeah, I'm trying to get that reference. There we go. There's that. SpaceX. Where's the AirTags? I should have saved it or like copied the link to like to Google Keep so I could just launch it. Where'd it go? Rumored MacBooks in different colors. Okay, here we go. All right, this was posted by Naked Security. It says Apple AirTags jailbroken already, hacked in Rickroll attack. Apple recently announced a tracking device that is called the AirTag, a new competitor in the smart label product category. The AirTag is a round button, round button about the size of a key fob that you can attach to a suitcase, laptop, or indeed to your keys to help you find said items if you misplace. The person who wrote this article just has very bad grammar. If you remember those while whistle and they bleep back at you key rings, I don't know what the hell they were trying to put there, that were all the rage for the while in the 1990s. Well, this is a 21st century version of one of those. Unlike their last millennium sonic counterparts, however, modern tracking tags comes with loads more functionality and therefore presents a correspondingly greater privacy risk. Armed with wireless connectivity in the form of a Bluetooth and NFC, modern tags don't just respond neutrally with a beep, beep, beep when you send them an audio signal and they're within range. To stop your tags being used as a permanent tracking tool for anyone who's stalking you, the Bluetooth identifier swaps itself around every few minutes, like the Bluetooth beacons used in an Apple and Google privacy-preserving exposure notification interface that was introduced for the beer flu infection tracking. If someone else swipes an NFC-enabled phone near an AirTag, it presents them with a supposedly anonymous URL pointing to the Apple server found.apple.com, which recently someone was able to actually, they were able actually to mod that URL and replace it with the website. So when you hovered your phone over it with the NFC connection, it would launch a different website rather than the found.apple.com. Let's see. They talk about power glitching. AirTag attacked. According to reports, another researcher who goes by Ghidra Ninja on Twitter. Ghidra Ninja on Twitter. Ghidra is a well-known reverse engineering toolkit from the U.S. National Security Agency. Has now used this power glitch trick to jailbreak an AirTag. Apparently, at Ghidra Ninja, was able to dump the AirTag's copy-protected firmware, modify it slightly, and write it back undetected by the device. The hack so far is a proof of concept, or POC, rather than a dangerous attack. Ghidra Ninja modified the server name found.apple.com inside the firmware so that a lost AirTag would misdirect an inquisitive iPhone not to Apple's legitimate site, but to a YouTube video, you guessed it, of Rick Astley performing "Never Gonna Give You Up." Oh my God, that's messed up. That's totally messed up. Okay, so they were able to take the firmware off of the AirTag, rewrite the code in the software, and then re-flash the AirTag with the modified software that had a link to the YouTube music video of Rick Astley singing that song, "Never Gonna Give You Up." Yes, that music video, that song has made such headway as a meme. Lots of people are using it for comical reasons. So it doesn't surprise me that this person went ahead and did that. But while it's all fun and games to be able to say that they were able to jailbreak an AirTag and do this, the reason that it's important that people understand and know about this is because it definitely means that the AirTag is not, the security in it is not foolproof 100%, or not even at Apple standards of 99.999999991%. You know what I mean? Because Apple likes to be secure. So this means that you can actually fudge Apple AirTags, and that's not good. I have one along with a Belkin key ring and AirTag. Yeah, it works great. I mean, you know, what they're saying, they're not saying that the AirTag doesn't function the way it's supposed to, but the security is compromised. The integrity of the security is not there. You know what I mean? So if you lost it, you know, something with an AirTag attached to it, someone was able to get a hold of it, they're actually able to modify the AirTag without the device really knowing that its software has been altered in any way, by ripping the software off and then reflashing the software back up into it with whatever changes they wanted to do. And this is where people are talking about that, you know, there's security issues. There's, you know, a thought of like, okay, you know what, stalking could be a possibility with this thing, because somebody could initially do that in order to be able to track you. If you can get into the software itself and reflash it back onto the device without it even knowing that something has been changed, altered within the code itself, you know how much tracking that you can put on an AirTag to actually track somebody, even though they shouldn't have access to the location of the AirTag because it's not your iCloud account. They'll be able to watch what you do, see where you go. And today, with the way that things are going and how more and more people are just becoming insanely crazy, this could do harm than good. So it's really sad to see that people are trying. I mean, you know, I appreciate what these guys do. They get new technology and they try to see if they can fault it, if they can, you know, modify it, if they can break it, because if they can do it, then somebody else out there can do it. You know, when people are just like, why do we have a room full of geeks and stuff like that spend their day trying to hack Android and try to hack iOS and trying to hack all these smart devices? The reason why is because we want to know if there's any loopholes, if there's any, you know, weak points within the security of said device. We want to know. And the only way we're going to know is if somebody actually attempts to do it, and if they're successful at doing it, they report it to the company. So these guys have reported this obviously to Apple to let them know, hey, we were able to break into your AirTag products. We were able to rip the software that's on your AirTags. We took it off. We were able to redirect people instead of going to your site to report you found an item that has an AirTag on it. It directs a person to Rick Astley's, you know, Astley's music video of "Never Gonna Give You Up," you know, and that allows Apple to look at what happened. Because again, they said that it compromised because of a power glitch. They exploited a power glitch to allow them access into the AirTag to be able to take the software off, modify it, and reflash it onto the AirTag without anybody knowing. And wow, hey, look, it says, sorry, side note, your reel on Instagram has more than 2,000 plays. My Instagram is growing. That's pretty crazy. Well, anyways, so yeah, Apple AirTag's not so secure. But I mean, it's not like that any average person is going to be able to do this. You got to be able to know what you're doing. You got to be familiar with, software development, coding, and things like that in order to pull this type of stuff. And so, like, the next door neighbor is not going to be able to do it, so you don't got to panic about that. But there are people on the internet, there are people who are intelligent enough and knowledgeable in being able to do this, and they could be on the malicious side of things. So just keep that in mind when talking about jailbreaking AirTags. So, and now let's move to the final topic that I want to talk about. This concerns YouTube. This concerns YouTube viewers, YouTube content creators, more so than anything. And that is YouTube Shorts is getting $100 million investment from YouTube. And you heard that right. $100 million being invested by YouTube themselves to the YouTube Shorts community. Well, what is YouTube Shorts? For those who probably don't even know what YouTube Shorts is. And YouTube Shorts is YouTube's competitor to TikTok and Instagram Reels. Okay? TikTok, formerly known as Musical.ly, now known as TikTok, has exploded over the last couple of years. And really what it is short, anywhere between 15-second to 60-second video clips that pretty much is very similar to Vine. Creators have gotten super creative with making videos in an amount of 60 seconds that, is entertaining, captivating, and amasses a great audience to it. And it could be from anything from comical sketches to inspirational talks every day. People find various different ways to be creative on the platform TikTok. Gene, thank you so much for the $2 super chat, super sticker. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for that. So TikTok has become very popular that Instagram decided to follow in the same steps and created an area on Instagram called Reels, which you can do the same thing, exactly what you do on TikTok. But even then, TikTok's greatest competitor that has been barely ever heard of, which is actually considered Vine 2.0, is an app called Byte, which is developed by the developers, the creators of Vine, created Byte. And TikTok kind of like bit off Vine and everything like that. So really, those are the main competitors, but Byte hasn't even really been in the competition against TikTok as far as short clip creations. But Instagram Reels kind of is pushing with that. I know this because I react to comical reels. And so mine's are just reactions, just stitchings of someone else's reel that's funny, and then my reaction to it while watching it for the first time. And even from there, just from doing that, my Instagram's already growing. Last night, I passed 800 followers on Instagram just from watching comical reels and reacting to it. Then I'm at 800 followers. So road to 1K. Could I hit 1,000 before the end of this week? Fingers crossed, because it's like I'm gaining 100 followers a day. But anyways, I digress from that. So YouTube wants a piece of the action, and they started with what's called YouTube Shorts. Now, they had said they were going to step into a realm like this. If you guys remember, about 9.5 months ago, YouTube was talking about something called YouTube Reels. But then they said that YouTube Reels they converted it from being a short clip type of thing to making it being stories, which is very similar to what Snapchat does. However, they started calling it just YouTube Stories. They didn't call it YouTube Reels. And the name Reels just completely vanished and went away. And it was surprising to see that Instagram used that name, and they have what's called Instagram Reels. So YouTube decided to get in on the party, and so now they have YouTube Shorts. Now, YouTube Shorts is very, very, very different from Instagram Reels, and it's very, very different from TikTok. Originally, you were able to monetize YouTube Shorts if you are a Shorts creator. And on a side note to that, you don't have to have a specific amount of followers on YouTube, and you don't have to have a specific amount of time of play in order to monetize YouTube Shorts. You can have one subscriber and be able to create YouTube Shorts and be able to share them and be able to monetize them according to YouTube. Someone can verify that in the comment section later on and let us know if that's true or not. But I know I can monetize YouTube Shorts, but here's a big problem with YouTube Shorts. Well, I'll kind of highlight it. I'll get on with the story, and then I'll tell you what the real big problem is. So, you can monetize your YouTube Shorts if it only contains original audio. So if you try to use any of those, you know, any of those sound bites or music bites that's very popular, you know, like the oh no, oh no, 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 like that. It doesn't sound like that, you know. I can't carry a tune. I can't sing. Forgive me. But if you use that audio in your YouTube Shorts and you try to monetize it, it will not allow you to monetize it because it's not original audio content from you. So that is the only thing. We'll get into that as a problem later. But YouTube decided, like, hey, you know what? Like, YouTube Shorts they want it to take off, right? YouTube has a monopoly over video content creating, live streaming. They have a monopoly over it. So why wouldn't they have, you know, YouTube, you know, like a short 60-second clip videos on their platform? So YouTube decided, and this is probably why it's impacting a lot of content creators, why they've seen their revenue with AdSense drop. That's because YouTube decided to take $100 million right now, and they're investing in YouTube Shorts creators. So if you create shorts on YouTube, which is fairly easy to do, if you go into the YouTube app, I'll show you guys. But so if you go into the YouTube app, at the bottom you have this plus sign. When you hit it, when you hit the plus sign, you'll see that says create a short. It's new. It says in blue that it's still in beta, but you're able to do it, you know, from there. So you record a video clip, or you can go through your library on your phone and add a video clip, and you can stitch things together to make, you know, what's called a shorts. And you would upload it. You would upload it to YouTube, and people will watch it. And as a matter of fact, right now, I don't know if you guys noticed this on YouTube, but like right here, you have a short section. So if I was to click it, it shows shorts. Just like how you would see them on TikTok and on Instagram Reels. So it's a complete section of shorts. And again, like I said, anybody can create YouTube Shorts and have it show up on the YouTube Shorts section of YouTube. You don't have to have a specific amount of subscribers. Like, for those that monetize and get money through AdSense, you got to have 1,000 subscribers. You got to have 4,000 hours of watch time in order to be considered for YouTube partnership and AdSense monetization. With YouTube Shorts, there's no requirements to do it. You basically have one subscriber, you upload shorts, you are in like Flynn, people can see it. Now, what is YouTube going to do with the $100 million they're investing into YouTube Shorts creators? They're using that money to pay creators on the YouTube Short side in order to keep them continuously creating content for that subsection of YouTube. And it's not based on you being a partner with YouTube. Anybody can get this money from the pot. You just have to have a lot of engagement and a lot of views. So if you create a YouTube Shorts that goes viral and you're getting like 1,000 plays a day, and you're having like, you know, 10 to 15 comments a day. And this is hypothetically speaking. This is not by their standards, by the way. Just hypothetically speaking. But if you're getting a lot of traffic on your shorts, then YouTube is going to pay you something for you making those shorts. Okay? So you don't have to be a YouTube partner to get some sort of money from this. And, you know, that works out with, you know, creators that are starting up. Some creators are like really, really good at creating 60-second video clips versus making an 8-minute clip or a 10-minute video, or even going live and podcasting like this. You know, they're very good at making 60-second clips. All right, Gene, take it easy. Have fun at work. So, I mean, yeah. If you're good at making short clips, this will be your forte, and you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait to get some sort of money off of this if you're trying to make money. And trust me, creating shorts or TikToks or Reels, they're kind of easy. They're really kind of easy to do. There's not a whole lot as far as editing wise, because you're not editing a long video. You're not editing an 8-minute video or a 10-minute video. Like that takes a lot of time because you're wanting to add audio, you're wanting to add transitions, jump cuts, and those types of things. With creating a shorts, or reel, or a TikTok, you can do jump cuts. And that's pretty much like probably one of the most quintessential tools in editing for a TikTok that you would do is jump cuts. Splicing videos is another thing. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna do like a conversation, I mean that's why you see like on TikTok, you'll see one person like me have a dialogue, like have like a TikTok script for like two people conversating, and you'll see one camera angle view, then you'll see me dressed up in a different outfit and record the other camera angle view, and then splice that video together by cutting it up into like sections, and then pairing like section 1 here, like section 1A, section 1B, section 2A, section 2B, and making it to where it looks like a back and forth conversation between two people, even though I'm playing the role of both people. Like you can get extra creative with these short videos because they're short videos. They don't require trying to fix the hydraulics on this so I can sit comfortably, but it doesn't require a whole lot involved. But here's the biggest reason why YouTube Shorts is much harder than TikTok and Instagram Reels. Okay, TikTok, you have to like have kind of like YouTube. You have to have like a certain amount of viewership and a certain amount of engagement in order for you to make some, like, to be able to monetize your TikToks and make money doing what you do on TikTok, right? The same is with Instagram. With Instagram, you've got to be an influencer, sponsorship deals, and have a lot of engagement on your Instagram account in order for you to, get some sort of deal and make some sort of money. Like Instagram hasn't fully developed their monetization platform yet, but they're still working on it to where they can get it where it's fair and good for every creator on Instagram. YouTube obviously is investing their own money into YouTube Shorts creators. But the problem with that is that if you look at TikTok and you look at Instagram Reels, you'll notice with those, they use a lot of copyrighted material. And that has to do with the music bites that they use, right? So you'll see like different iterations of a song, like a song from the Fast and the Furious. They'll kind of like fudge it a little bit to make it sound different, or like one of the more popular TikTok, Instagram Reels that people like to do is they took the song from Linkin Park, In the End. And what they did with it was they had a different person sing it. So it was a woman who sings Chester's verse, and it's a different melody. And like they'll shoot this scene where like it's like a scene maybe over a mountain or something like that. Also fixes Samsung devices. Yeah, they do. They fix Samsung devices. They fix other devices, but they are certified to fix Google Pixels with genuine parts from Google. That's what they're mostly known for. But they don't just fix one device. They fix iPhones. They fix Chromebooks, MacBooks. They repair all types of electronic devices. But anyways, so with YouTube Shorts, it's going to be hard for people to create because a lot of people like using these popular sounds. Like even like, let's say like the audio between Tony and Ezekiel. I don't know if you guys ever heard that. I did some Instagram Reel reactions to it. A funny conversation, but like, if like with YouTube, they're very heavy on copyright infringement, right? So like, for instance, if I was to do like a reaction to the Venom 2 trailer, I couldn't monetize this live stream because I didn't create the trailer to Venom 2, so therefore I don't own the rights to it. And YouTube loves to kind of like maneuver how a creator can use fair use, because there is such thing as called fair use. And so I mean, fair use will work in this sense where it's like I'm able to use it. Like I could pop up the Venom 2 trailer and react to it, but I couldn't monetize this. So They won't delete my video will stay up, but I couldn't make any revenue off of it. Even if like I showed the trailer at the end of this podcast and it was, you know, only 5 minutes of the 45 minutes that I've been live streaming, the whole live stream will just get demonetized. Kind of stupid. I would, you know, at one point they were testing it out where they were only demonetizing that certain segment that had what they considered copyright. And I thought that was kind of a good thing because they would only run ads throughout the live stream in areas where it's original content. Anywhere that had like a, you know, like video that didn't belong to the creator, they just wouldn't run ads in it. You know, they tested this last year. I don't know why they reverted back to the way it is right now. I think it's pretty stupid because last year I did some live streams. The very beginning of the live streams, like you would see like a bunch of like ads throughout the first like 30 minutes. And then like at the end of the live stream where I was showing like a video gameplay or, you know, a trailer to a movie, there would be no ads placed in there at all whatsoever. And that allowed me to still monetize my live stream, but, you know, only have ads and revenues played based off like the first half hour of my live stream where there wasn't any copyrighted material. But yeah, YouTube's very big on copyright. So how is this going to affect YouTube Shorts creators? And is this going to be more of a positive? Because is it going to force creators to be creative without the need of using popular music bites and sound bites? It could force creators to be absolutely creative or to start developing their own sound bites and their own music bites to use in their YouTube Shorts to be able to create content for those people. But then there are some that just, you know, they're like, I just don't want to go through all that. So I'll just stick with TikTok and I'll stick with Instagram. I don't know if you guys will see that YouTube Shorts is going to take off and become something, you know, really, really good, or even a big competitor to TikTok, or even beat out TikTok. I'll leave that to you guys to comment in the comments. If you're watching the replay, comment in the comment section. If you're watching the replay, #replay crew. I'm going to jam out right now. I went 17 minutes over than what I was supposed to. I got lots of things I got to get done here, so I do got to drop off. But Oscar and Gene, thanks for hanging out here on the live, actually live. And anyone else on Facebook that was watching and on Twitter that was watching, salute and shout out to you guys for watching on those platforms as well. My social platforms are in the link in the description if you guys want to follow. If you guys want to help out with a one-time monetary donation to help the channel out there, you guys can do it right there. Cash App is the source that I use. You guys can send any donation, anything helps, a dollar, whatever. Do as you want. But there it is if you guys want to do it. If you guys want to show appreciation that way, that's cool. You guys can help me out by smashing the like button. That helps circulate these live streams and everything like that. Shout out to the person who's been disliking every one of my videos. I get one dislike on every video now. That makes me feel cool and special because I'm just like, yeah. But if you didn't know, whether you thumbs up it or thumbs down it, you're rating it, and that helps the algorithm pick it up and circulate it. So thank you so much for doing that. Really, really appreciate it. Other than that, I'm gonna jam out of here. You guys be cool, be safe, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for the Friday Junior cast. Till then, peace. Have I ever guys showed you guys my hand puppet, Marco Olive? Peace. All right, guys, later.